Hello, I'm Gwen Edwards, and welcome to another edition of Our Lives. So here's the deal. You've earned your undergraduate degree or graduate degree, but you can't find a job. So what do? This is the problem hundreds of thousands of college grads are facing right now. My first two guests are teaming up to offer some helpful advice. Hip-hop artist Timid has joined forces with Dr. Larry Chiagouris, who is a professor at Pace University. And Dr. Chiagouris is also the author of a critically acclaimed book, The Secrets of Getting a Job After College: Marketing Tactics to Turn Degrees into Dollars. It is a direct and to-the-point book, and it's only 4 chapters. And meanwhile, Timid has produced a music video called I Want the Secret. You could check it out at his website, the address you see on the lower third of the screen. Thank you both for coming.
Thank you.
Now, you two are an unlikely pair. Why did you team up?
Why did we team up? Well, my book is directed to young people looking to make their mark, and there's a great frustration among many of them on how to do it, and getting a degree is not enough. And ironically, however, a lot of young people don't read books, but they watch videos like Timid makes. And as we began spreading the word about the book and trying to make sure as many people get a chance to read it as possible, we said, you know what we need to do? We need to reach young people in a way that they're accustomed to being touched and reached, and that's through video. So we thought the best way to reach them is through music, and probably the best video kind of music is hip-hop, and thus began our quest for Timid.
Okay, now, for the record, what is the secret?
Well, the secret is this. You can work hard in school, and you certainly should finish school. But if you think that there's going to be a job for you when you graduate just because you got a good grade and you got your degree, then you're deluding yourself. You have to sell yourself, and the book is full of tips from how to position yourself to specifically how to convey to people what you're all about, how to differentiate you from everybody else, from your competition, and how to create a resume that really influences people and makes an impact. The secret is the simple marketing tactics that if you follow will increase your chances to get the job that you want.
And Timid, what has been the reaction to the video?
It's been a good reaction, especially from college students that watch the video, listen to the words, and draws interest to the book. Because a lot of people are in that, as you said, hundreds of thousands of people are in that same predicament. They're
that's part of what's going on with Occupy Wall Street.
Yeah, exactly.
Hundreds of thousands with a degree who can't find a job, or find a job within their field, or find a job that pays anything close to what they were hoping to get. And particularly in this competitive job market, know your value, Dr. Chiagouris.
That's right. Know that you are worth something. Everybody has something to contribute. Everybody has something that is worth paying for. And everybody has a gift. And you need to understand what your gift is and make sure you're communicating it to other people effectively.
So it seems like you have to do a self-evaluation first before you can sell yourself.
The first step in selling is knowing what is it that you're selling. And
what the product is.
We are all products. We are all products. And the first step is just taking some time to do some self-reflection about who you are and what you are. And what I say in the book is you don't have to go and live with a yogi in the mountains in India to figure that out. You can spend some time with your family, your friends, your guidance counselors to get a sense of what is it that gives you a little bit of an edge. That's the first step.
And Timid, when you talk to those who have seen the video looking for a job, do they tell you it's helped them, it's given them some clue as to what they need to do to stand apart?
Yeah, a lot of people have identified with it, and they're definitely curious about what more tips they can get out of the book to help in that situation. So
now, I'm curious, how did you come up with the lyrics? I listened to them over and over again, and I was quite impressed.
Oh, well, thank you very much. The points that he was making as far as how to market yourself and whatnot, the first half of the song I went on about just more the circumstances, and the second half was more about the tips, and so I just interweaved that into the lyrics.
And give us some practical examples of developing a sophisticated, comprehensive personal marketing plan, Dr. Chiagouris?
The first step is, after you have your sense of who you are and what you are, it's coming up with your elevator speech. The 30-second pitter-patter that when someone says, "Hello, my name is Tom Smith, who are you?" You got to be able to come back with 20 to 30 seconds worth of I'm Joe Blow, and this is what I do, and this is who I am. And you got to be very focused. And if you can do that, that is the stepping stone, the foundation for the cover letters, the resume, and all the interviewing things that you'll be doing throughout the job search process.
Okay, well, we're going to take a break, but we will continue this conversation because straight ahead in our lives, we're going to talk about the debt trap. The debt trap. Back in a moment. Stay with us.
The truth of the matter is the system would rather focus on tuition patterns than on what comes after. The former over the latter, it's like taking away the ladder. How do we ascend to begin escape from financial captors? What you don't know is you need to show more than a 4.0 to get where you want to go. Prospective employers.
And welcome back. It has become the mouse that roared. I'm talking about the Occupy Wall Street movement. Recent graduates, hundreds of thousands without a job, are letting the world know they are displeased with high unemployment after paying those high-cost tuition bills. Some unique advice from my guest today. Dr. Larry Chiagouris is the professor at Pace University in Westchester, and he is a branding expert who has written a wonderful book. It is called The Secret of Getting a Job After College, Marketing Tactics to Turn Degrees into Dollars. And hip-hop artist Timid is also working with Dr. Chiagouris to get the word out about the secret to getting a job after college. Now, besides not being able to find a job, many recent college graduates are up to their eyeballs in debt. Let's talk about the debt trap many of them have found themselves in.
Well, Timid does a great job rapping about the debt trap. There's some interesting statistics, not the least of which is I think the average college student graduates with anywhere from $25,000 to $40,000 of debt. And that's a lot of money for someone who may not get a job after college for several months, and when they do, the job may not pay very well. So they're in a kind of a trap in terms of they got all this debt hanging over their life after they graduate, and no job to pay back the debt. And that is really a trap, and that's why it's important to get a job as soon as you can, so you can begin paying off that debt and not having this worry about your credit rating being harmed and things of that nature.
And Timid, tell us about the advice that you're giving in your song about the debt trap.
Well, it's basically describing that trap that you're speaking about. You know, that, I mean, education is important. We have to have, we need it. And so the problem is that to get that education is going to put you in that debt trap. So you've got to look beyond that to, what he's talking about in the book as far as how to get to, employment fast enough so that you can actually start to pay that back. So it's a catch-22. How do you get the education without the debt, and how do you get out of that debt if you can't get a job to pay it back? So.
And this is what we're hearing more and more from those who are protesting,
yes.
And not just on Wall Street, but all across the country and all across the world. Now, one thing we didn't tell the viewers is how to get a copy of the book, how to go to your website and hear the entire song so they can hear the lyrics for themselves.
The book is available online from Amazon and Barnes & Noble. So The Secret to Getting a Job After College, Marketing Tactics to Turn Degrees into Dollars. You can go to your local bookstore, they'll order it, or you can order it online. The video, put in I Want the Secret and the word Timid, Timid's name, and it'll take you right to the video, and you'll see links to more information about the book, and also to buy you have the record available.
Yeah, give them your website so they can go to your website, because that's where I went to, and then I was able to play the video.
Right. The video, you can see it online at my website. It's at timidmc.com, and the video's on there. There's also a link. The song is available on iTunes, Amazon, and all that as well.
And Any more collaborations in the works?
We're talking about it, we're thinking about it. A lot of other things one might be able to do to get the message out, so that's under development.
And what I like about this collaboration is that you have years of teaching experience and marketing experience and branding experience, and you have taken it to the people via Timid.
That's the point. That's the point. And Timid's been a great voice of reaching the people. That's what we love about working with him.
Yeah, and I actually just did a performance at Occupy Wall Street, and I did that song as well.
And the reaction from those down there?
The reaction was great. The video's also online. They can see that at the website too.
Tell them about the 5-year-old girl.
Yeah, actually the best part of it was at the end of the performance after it was over. This lady was taking her daughter, and they were leaving, and the little girl just turned around and waved at me. She said, "Thank you for your rapping. I liked it a lot." You know, so that was the best part of it for me.
That's great. Well, once again, we thank you so much for coming, and we hope the word gets out to more and more and more who find themselves in that particular predicament.
Thank you. Thank you very much.